Hello everybody and welcome to another blog post for Farming Simulator 25. This one is weather change, twisters and hail with a chance of fog. So in Riverbend Springs and multiple other locations around the world, the weather is predicted to change more often. As we look at darkening clouds in the sky, listening to the wind, one can notice clear signs that some weather is on the way. So we do have some very nice screenshots here showing the different types of weather, and we've got rain, we've got fog, hail, and of course tornadoes as well. We've got some fairly extreme weather events. An August summer night, local farmers and residents are encouraged to take general precautions. But first, learn more in the following weather report, and don't forget to pre-order Farming Simulator 25, coming November the 12th. Okay, right. I love how this has been written, just basically like a weather report, like a news article. A twister's in the air, farmers feel it everywhere. So yes, twisters, tornadoes. On a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away, farmers might notice the winds changing. We're expecting a light twister to touch down in a few areas. It shouldn't be anything too severe, but it's always wise to take precautions and secure any unroofed bales, just in case. Yeah, so it looks like bales are certainly affected by these tornadoes, and also crops are as well. If the tornado does cross through your field, it will damage the crop, and well, it'll actually take the crop with it, as you would expect in a tornado. Very damaging things. Again though, we've got some nice screenshots here of a tornado actually going through. Very dramatic, and well, it seems the tractor is fine, but there is a very, very large chunk of debris airborne above it. So I do like, it was a total shock when this was announced yesterday, the tornadoes, but I do like it. It was definitely in the top 25 most requested, which I did a vote on a few months ago, but yeah, was not expecting it one bit. Hail is coming down, bales are closing in. Some hail is also predicted to hit. The good news is, after these brief disturbances, the skies will clear up, and we'll see the sun shining brightly once again. This weather event will pass, and we'll be back to calm and sunny conditions before you know it. Yeah, as always, there is always nice weather again. It's also the calm before the storm. That hopefully is going to be a feature of the game. You always do get that nice weather before a dramatic weather event hits. Watch the crops, the trees, and the bales. Yes, if you see a flying bale, you know to hide. Once the storm passes, local farmers are advised to inspect their fields for any destruction and assess the impact on their crops. While twister fans may observe the weather spectacle from a safe distance, farmers cannot afford to be careless, as all weather events bear the potential to destroy a portion of crops. As you can see there, it is actually ripping through that field. I don't know if there is going to be any kind of insurance system in this game. Maybe you can take out insurance, or maybe you can get some kind of compensation if a twister does go through your farm. But yes, at the moment that hasn't been announced, but hopefully, possibly, it will be. In Riverbend Springs, we caught up with newfound farmer David, age 36. When all the other farmers were running around doing stuff to prepare, I did not think very much of it. I'm pretty new to all this, you know. That's what David said. Having learnt his lesson, the former white-collar worker lost about half of his crops on a rather tiny plot, and all of his bales left out in the open. Even my shed got damaged, he added, looking rather sad, while proclaiming that Mother Nature added insult to injury. Relative to way bigger field sizes, other farmers got off lightly in comparison. Yeah, of course, the weather does not discriminate. Meanwhile, the local lumberjack and forester of Riverbend Springs was not available for comment while tending to dead trees that were affected by the storm. Some of us carry out essential duties. I must insist you grant me solitude while I tend to my fallen companions, he said in a grumpy tone. Before adding, I observed your cameraman indulging in refreshments. I strongly suggest you refrain from littering in the forest as you depart. Okay, I love this. Watch the sunrise for peace of mind. Instead, we got hold of retired farmer Walter, who shared his perspective on the recent weather changes. Good weather always follows bad weather sooner or later, says the 72-year-old farmer, reflecting on the shifting conditions. Don't know where all that thick fog suddenly come from though. Probably brought in with a wind of change. When asked if he had any more farming wisdom to impart about the weather, Walter had a classic reply. Let's take a rain check. We'll be revisiting Riverbend Springs in November to see how the weather has impacted the local farming community. Maybe you want to visit yourself and ask the locals some questions. So yeah, this really is certainly hinting, in fact it's pretty much telling us, that we do have spoken dialogue with proper NPCs, which I just think is lovely. Really, really nice. It's something which the game has been lacking for all these years. And yeah, to actually be able to interact with other farmers, by the look of it, is fantastic news. Whether or not we're going to see other farmers actually driving around, who knows? That would obviously just be the icing on the cake. It is a shame that at the moment we can't see other tractors on the roads and farmers actually in the fields farming. You wouldn't see a tractor working in a neighbouring field currently, but who knows? Like, this is step one, certainly. So the other thing I wanted to show you was this screenshot, which has been shared by Giants with members of the press. And yes, what we can see here is quite clearly a Fendt tractor with a plough, but you can see we do have a much, much more realistic ploughing texture. And you can see it, well, it certainly seems to be digging down, and we've got that nice clean furrow on the very outside edge next to the land wheel. So this is a vast improvement. This is looking really, really good, actually. I really don't know if you'd call it 3D ground or 3D textures or what. It's certainly very cleverly done. And this is the only screenshot. There's no video of this at the time of recording this video. But I'm super excited to see this. And I just think that is such a massive step forward. It's again something which probably should have been in the game a while ago. But at the same time, I can fully appreciate that it's not an easy thing to do. Having ground that you can turn over and, you know, deform and just interact with, dynamic ground, it must be very, very difficult to achieve, and also have it run smoothly, because the last thing you want is for it to work, kind of, but then glitch and then it just destroy everything. So I can totally understand where Giants come from, because yeah, it's not easy developing a game, obviously, but I think they are definitely on the right track. My eyes just lit up when I saw this, and I was just so amazed. I just think it is great. Can't wait to see a video of it. Obviously, we're going to have to wait for that. But just wanted to share this with you. And yeah, just another really, really nice little piece of information to put out there. Anyway, we're going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. If you have used my affiliation link down below, then I really do appreciate that. If you do use it, then a certain percentage goes to me, and it just supports my channel. But if not, then thanks for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.